Test. Well, hello. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Monita. I make spiritual trap music or like high vibe music. If you're new here, and yeah, in this video I wanted to talk about like telekinesis or like how I am practicing, because I'm not like a master, but I thought it would be quite interesting to see like a person who's practicing, if you're practicing too, and then to see, you know, like the ideas and stuff. So this is what the video is about. And I actually got some notes this time, so let's see if I can have some structure in this. I'm making this video because yesterday or the day before yesterday I was able to move like a rose quartz again, like because the thing is, the first time I ever tried it was with a tiger's eye crystal that I had. And it worked, but like it took some time and it was harder to feel the energy field around it. And then I got like a rose quartz, and I remember when I was a kid I always had it for some reason, and amethyst as well, but I don't have an amethyst here. But rose quartz is my birthstone because I'm Libra, so I'm thinking maybe because I have more of a connection to it. And then I also have like a citrine, something like that, and I tried it during the daytime because it looks more like, it feels more like a daytime energy type of thing. And I'm thinking it has something to, like, the object that you use to practice with, I feel like is like sometimes like it can be easier or it can be like harder, you know what I mean? So basically what I'm trying to say is that what you practice with matters. So yeah, so basically this, like, it worked so good with this one, with the rose quartz, but I mean it also worked with the tiger's eye, so like you can practice with anything, I guess. I also practice with tinfoil, but for me tinfoil doesn't really work that well, and that's like, okay, so this was number one, being like the stuff that you practice with, and then number two is like you actually have to believe in it, and like that also ties into the stuff that you practice with, because for tinfoil it's so easy to move it, and then sometimes I didn't know if it was like, you know, my breath, or like, not, I didn't know, because you kind of feel it, but it's like, it's easier for your fact checker identity to come back into, I've got like the light stuck on my, on the back of my chair, to make the background more pink, but well, I don't know if it's working, but well, it doesn't matter. So yeah, like, because with the tinfoil it's so easy to move it with your breath, or I don't know, and then like if you can do it and believe like that it was you, is good, because that's another thing, you actually have to believe that you do it, because like that's like the thing that I realized. And like a good practice is like dissipating clouds. When you see like a little cloud or something outside, try to dissipate it, because for me then like all this fact checker comes in, and every time I think, oh, like every time I don't believe it, like it doesn't shrink. But when I really believe it and I start seeing it shrinking, it shrinks faster. So it definitely has to do something with the belief. And yeah, so basically if you want to try tinfoil. And yeah, for me it was just easier with the stone, because I could literally like feel, like I can feel the energy field of it, kind of. Yeah, I can even feel it now. And it's easier for me to feel it with the rose quartz. So yeah, see what your birthstone is. And another thing, like this is another point, because I've seen another video of a girl and it kind of made sense. Like you can calculate what element is most in your birth chart. And for me, it's earth and water. And like I think the stone is related to earth. So for me, it might be easier to manipulate like earth and like physical stuff. But if you have a lot of air in your chart, or fire, then it might be easier for you to manipulate fire or like wind or something. Yeah, I will try to link resources down below. And maybe like the calculator where you can calculate what is most in your chart, so you can see what you want to start practicing with. Because in the beginning it's so important that you believe in it, like so important, because if you don't believe in it, it's not going to work. And sometimes it's hard, because then like for me, like I have this, like I don't want to say I had it this fact checker, which is always like, oh, but it could have been this, or maybe it could have been this, or maybe it was just chance, let me try. So that is like another very important point. Don't do it to prove yourself something, or don't do it to, yeah, basically don't do it to prove yourself something, because it's not like, I don't know, like that. I think that's not the right intention behind it, at least not for me. And when I do it, every time I realize when my thoughts go that way, like that I'm doing it to prove myself something, it doesn't work, because then Like, for example, let's say I have it on my hand and I do this, and then I feel like it's starting to move, and then, well, like, this was the perfect example because I have no idea if this was now, you see, like, if it was me or if it was my hand. But the thing is, you can feel it, you know, like you feel the energy field. And right now I kind of felt it a little bit in the beginning, then I didn't feel it anymore. So I thought it was like it might have been like my hand doing that. But if I have but it's still good, even if you do it, and even if it might be your hand, and maybe it was like even like a combination of both. And it's still a good thing because like another thing that you can do is like practice like pushing it, you know, with your finger, just so you get the gist of it, like on how it's going to move. And for me, like another tip is to do it like on your hand, because when I do it on my hand, I feel the energy field more, because I feel it like from below, like I feel the vibration and stuff more, and I feel like it's easier. And then like once you know like 100% that you can do it, or not 100%, but you know what I mean, then you can try it on the table. But sometimes it's like frustrating if it doesn't move. And like the same, like, I don't know, like I think it's good to start like super easy, and that's why it's important for the fact checker to not come in, because then you're like, oh, it was my hand moving, or it was this moving, and blah blah blah. So yeah, and don't like, and also tying into that, don't consume any information which is like contrary to what you want to achieve. And like I can recommend a book, like it's so cool, like, you know, like only read like books or like consume content from creators and blah blah who believe in that type of stuff, or who don't bash it, or like don't read through comments who are like, oh, a lie and blah 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 blah, because then that goes in your subconscious. Your subconscious is so powerful, it will make it your reality that it doesn't work, you know. But like you have to believe it's your reality that it works in order for it to work for you, because there's like people can always say, oh, it was this, oh, it was that, blah, 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 blah. But the book that I'm reading right now is like so beautiful, because sometimes it's like hard to find books like this. But is this one here, Infinite You, A Journey to Your Greater Self and Beyond, by Pamela Osley. And it's like, it's so cool because it covers like a lot of things, like telekinesis, telepathy, like she has like gifts herself, like I don't know, like speaking to the other side, or like feeling it, and how you actually feel it. Because a lot of people online, they say like, oh wow, like I had a download, or I had blah blah blah, but you don't really know like what it is or how it feels like. And she kind of describes like what it is and like how it can come to your head, because it can come to you in different ways as well. So yeah. What else did I want to say? I think, yeah, like I said, this is going to have a structure, but like I'm already going all over the place. Oh yeah, and the like I think I explained how it feels like, right? Because it's like I feel the energy field, and it's easier to feel the energy field when you have it on your hand. I feel it, and then sometimes I even do like, you know, like even when I do like this, like I still feel the connection. So feeling the connection is a good thing. Okay, it's easier with like the stuff. I talked about that. Belief, I talked about that. Exactly, and then like make it easy in the beginning, so you start believing in it. Because if you do it like hard right away, and then you might get bored, like that is what's happening to me. So like make it easy and do it on your hand first, I think, and turn off the fact checker identity. Oh yeah, and then also like the reason why I'm making this video is because I really want more people to believe that this is possible, and more people to do it. Because the more I see it, because I've seen it on TikTok and like YouTube and like books and blah 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 blah, and like the more information that is out there and supporting it, the more people can do it faster. Like, you know, when they said like the world, like a human cannot run faster than like a certain amount, and then and nobody ever run faster, and then once one person did it, then more people started doing it, and then it became normal. Or the same with like a double flip or double back flip, I don't know which it was. They always said, oh, it's impossible, and then it was actually possible. And then once one person done it, like a lot of people could do it. And like it's something like that. It's like the 100 monkey theory, where you have 100, like I'm going to butcher this because I don't really remember, but it's like you have 100, like you have like 2 islands full of monkeys, and then one island you taught the monkeys how to open a certain nut or something like that. And then once 100 monkeys knew how to open that certain nut, then on the other island, like there was no means of communication, like no monkey was traveling back and forth. Once 100 monkeys knew how to open that nut on the one island, like the other monkeys started doing the same, like knew, just because they were like, because the grid, you know, like the consciousness grid, like they're like connected. I like my I like my pullover, it's so cool. But like this would look so boring, but then colorful. Yeah, so thumbnail? No. Okay. Exactly. So I really I really want this to be like that, you know, because the more people think, like, if you believe it's possible and you are able to do it, then I see you doing it, or like you commenting saying you can do it, or not even commenting, but like even just if there's no communication and you are able to do it, then it's more likely that I'm able to do it, like, you know, even more, and because then humanity is moving in that direction. So yeah, okay, that's it. 11:11. Like the recording time. Okay, I think that was all I wanted to say. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any more questions, let me know below, or if you have like tips and stuff, let me know below as well. I appreciate you, and watch another video if you want to. Wow, this intro was about to not be weird, but now I made it weird again, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, bye.